Woohoo! We are live in the house. We have Mr. Tank. I don't know if he'll be here the whole time.
Definitely not.
He's looking a little tired. But we just wanted him to, join us for this intro.
He's a book trooper.
Yeah, he's part of the book troop. So yeah, what's up, troopers? Is that the new thing now? Woo.
Yeah.
Okay, this is awesome. Hello. Oh my gosh, there are so many peeps here already. This is amazing. So if you don't know what's going on, if you just clicked on this video and you have no idea
Just kidding.
what's going on, this is the first book club meeting, or the first, live show for a new thriller book club that I just launched called the Book Troop. And yeah, we're all just hanging out. We all read The Wife Upstairs by Rachel Hawkins this month. This was the January pick.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're here to discuss this book today. I'm joined by my lovely sister Rachel.
Hey.
If you didn't know,
Okay,
Rachel.
Thanks,
Thanks, if you didn't know, Rachel has her own YouTube channel. She does like journaling type of videos, and she does videos with Tank and all that. So her channel will be linked down below if you wanted to check out her channel.
Check me out.
But yeah, but she was awesome enough to want to read this book with me as well this month, and so I was like, "You want to join in on the live show?" And she was like, "Yes." And now we're here. So yeah, let's see.
Thank God it was a good book.
Thank God. Yes, Rachel is bullet journal queen.
Oh,
L.
that was L.
So
Thanks,
sweet.
L.
Okay, so to start, why don't you just put like a red heart emoji if you're here because you've read the book? Because I just want to get an idea of like how many people are here because they've actually read the book, and I want to get an idea of how many people are here just to hang out, because like that's cool. We're about it. So maybe put a red heart if you have read the book, and then maybe do like a black heart if you haven't read the book. just so we can see, get an idea.
Some black
hearts. Yeah, we're seeing a few black hearts come in.
A lot of red though.
Yes, red heart emoji parentheses. Love it. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it seems like a lot of you have read the book, which is pretty cool. Okay, so to start, why don't you give us a brief synopsis on what this was about?
I'm not that good at this. Okay. Oh no, Tank has to pause.
Oh shit.
Okay. Why don't you give a synopsis?
Yeah, so I'll do synopsis while Rachel takes out real quick. So this book is a thriller, obviously. This is a thriller book club, we already knew. But this book is a thriller. We're following this girl named Jane, or woman. I always say girl, I don't know why. So we're following this woman named Jane. She's probably like young 20s-ish. And so she is like a dog walker in this like super rich neighborhood. And then she meets this guy.
See, this is the part I struggle with.
She meets this guy named Eddie, who's rich. He lives in the rich neighborhood, and he nearly like runs her over with his car.
That's the thriller part.
Yeah, and that's how they meet. But it's like romantic-ish, because then they get together.
I literally thought it was a romance book. I had to like read the description because it was such a romance for a while. Did you not feel like that?
I mean, I could see that for sure, but yeah, so then the book just kind of takes off from there. We find out that Eddie's wife has recently gone missing, and they still haven't really found her body or anything like that. And and there's some suspicion about Eddie. He's very sus, And so that's kind of where this book takes off. You just kind of don't really know what's going on, like what happened to his wife. You don't really know. Yeah. A whole lot.
I know, it's really hard to explain.
Yeah, it's hard to explain.
Yes. I don't know what else to say about it.
Okay.
I don't know what's like spoilers and what's not,
Well, general description is not like spoiling it.
Okay.
Okay. So why don't you just go ahead and put down your star ratings in the comments? I just want to know like where everyone's mind is at with this book.
Yeah,
like, what
you read it?
Yeah, if you did read it, let us know your star ratings, because I'm very curious about that.
Out of 5.
Out of 5. What is your ratings out of 5? Ooh. Okay, we have a lot of threes. Couple fives. Okay. Fours. Hmm. Interesting. Okay. You fixed the sound. So, is the sound quality okay? Shit, I didn't even think to ask.
Yeah, is the sound okay?
Oh jeez. Oh shit.
One
Chanel gave it
star.
1 star. Oh shoot.
Sound is good.
Okay, cool. Oh wow, 1 star. Holy crap. That is low.
Girl.
Okay. Predictable in some parts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want to know how many people have read Jane Eyre.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because if you didn't know, this is a retelling of Jane Eyre in a way. So.
Yeah, well, I didn't even know until after I read it.
Yeah.
So.
Sound is very much.
Please let this be a spoiler video. It will be a spoiler video. We're just.
Yeah, we will jump into
spoilers.
spoilers.
We're just feeling out the waters first. You want to say your star rating?
Yeah,
or should I start?
You can start.
Did we have the same?
I don't know.
I gave it. No, I feel like that's too high. I gave it a 4.5. No, did I give it a 4? I gave it a 4.
4?
Yeah, I gave it a 4. It was 4 stars for me. But then again, I'm not an avid reader. So this is like the 3rd thriller I've read.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the 3rd thriller I've read. So, what was your star rating? Because you're an avid reader and you love thrillers.
So my initial rating was like a 4.5 out of 5. Like I really had a fun time while I was reading this.
Mm-hmm.
But the more like I'm thinking about it, the more it's probably like closer to a 4. Like not that I'm like,
see, that's where I'm at.
Yeah, like I think my initial reaction to it was like 4.5 out of 5 stars. But like now that I've had more time, because I finished this like a week and a half ago or maybe even 2 weeks ago. So now that I've had more time to sit on it, I'm thinking it's closer to a 4 star. But I still really, really enjoyed this book. And it's crazy because I didn't like any of the characters in this book. As I kind of previously mentioned, we didn't really like any of the characters in this book, but it's also like I don't always need that in a thriller, Like I don't mind disliking the characters in a thriller because the whole point of a thriller to me is kind of like the plot and pacing and like fit and the mystery, So I definitely.
Oh my gosh.
What? What?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
This is a disaster.
Hold on, I'll be right there.
Oh, she's got an emergency. Okay. Yeah, see, my initial reaction was 4 stars, but now I'm thinking there's a 3. It was fun to read, like you said, the characters weren't very strong. Yeah, I agree that like the characters aren't super memorable to me either, which is why like I don't know. Like I was reading through my notes that I wrote on this book too, because I wrote like 5 pages of notes, and I forgot about some stuff already. So I'm like, oh my gosh. I didn't even realize there was a twist in this book because I knew exactly what was going to happen. Interesting. Didn't like the characters, but I flew through the book because it was so short. So yeah, see, that's exactly it. I feel like it was so entertaining that I just got through it so quickly. And like that's why I think I ended up loving it so much because like I love a thriller that I can fly through in like 1 or 2 sittings. And like this entire book, I flew through this book in like 2 days. So sorry. I would have read it all in like 1 sitting if I could, but
okay, what are we talking about?
It felt like a Housewives. Like one of those shows like Housewives of Orange County or whatever. Yes, Brittany, I feel like there were so many unnecessary characters that I was spending too much time trying to remember. Yeah, like all of the like all the women in the neighborhood, like all of their gossip and their southern gossip and all their drama. I think that was there were a little bit too many characters to try to remember.
I agreed.
Let's see, it seems like a lot of people don't like Jane. I don't mind the characters being unlikable, but did every character have to have some backstory twist? Yeah, I can agree with that too. Like there was a lot of different twists to like keep track of with the characters' past. as well.
Okay.
Chanel, I was literally waiting for the plot twist the entire time. Yeah.
It took a while.
Same. I didn't get the attraction to Eddie either.
I know.
He's
Ew.
from the start. I was like, red flags.
Well, yeah.
And I think, I think Eddie is the most cliche character in the book.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to pick one, he's just so like, I don't know, like he's just so like typical,
like you can tell he's probably super attractive because he uses his looks to like lure women in, obviously.
I didn't actually listen to the audio, but saying the accents were just bad. I can imagine that, but
yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, didn't like Jane.
I did not like Jane either.
I know.
I highlighted so many things. I was like, what is wrong with this woman?
I know. Yeah, Eddie is just. There's something about Eddie. He was just really strange. Like there were some moments where they were together where I was just like,
what about Jacob and Edward though? I mean, Edward Cullen.
Dude, this is facts. Why would he be attracted to a dog walker if he was rich?
Yeah, all of it seemed too good to be true for Jane.
Mm-hmm.
That wouldn't happen.
Yeah. Gosh, this is so hard to like discuss without jumping into spoilers. So I feel like everything that I want to discuss is a spoiler.
I feel like it was a short book, and it didn't get to the juice for a while. But because it was short, it seemed fast.
Yeah.
To me. But
I know. I remember knocking off. The reason why I knocked off half a star originally was because I thought the beginning was pretty slow.
Mm-hmm.
Like it took a long time to get the ball rolling, and because the first part is all from Jane's point of view, and I think it takes like 80 pages to 100 pages to get to B's first point of view chapter, right?
Oh, we're talking about that?
I mean, Can we talk about how he hired her in advance before buying a dog?
I know, that was creepy.
Yes. Like, what?
Yeah, that was weird. That was super creepy.
Okay, yeah. Let's just get into spoilers, I think, because, yeah, some of these things, it's like, are they spoilers, are they not spoilers? And I don't want to, like, spoil anyone. So, yeah, I think from this point forward, we're just gonna jump into some spoilers.
The first thing I just want to say is, since we're in spoilers, is that when it went to B's chapter, I was like, okay, what the fuck? And then you know how she's like, I'm upstairs, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole time, I thought the title of the book meant the wife upstairs was like, she's dead, she's above me in heaven. I know that's dumb, but like that's what I thought. And then when I went to B's chapter, and she was like, I'm upstairs, I was like, that's when I looked at you and I was like, it clicked. But you haven't read the book yet. But she wasn't reading the book yet, so she was like, what? And I was like, something on the cover just makes sense. And Gabby was like, okay, you're weird. And I was like, yeah, girl, I don't know.
You know, I feel like for how often I read thrillers, I should have been able to predict a lot more of like where this was going, but I don't know. I was just shocked. I think it's because I was reading it all so quickly. Like I didn't have a lot of time to like ponder the story, because I was just like reading it. I was just taking it in. I wasn't really thinking about like where it was going. So I was kind of surprised by everything. I know, not Rachel thinking.
I know, right?
Literally,
isn't that
upstairs.
That's so cheesy. It's bad.
Yeah. Sometimes I hate diary entry point of views because you know what they're trying to do for some fake diary trickery. I know. Well, that's why I was like, oh, holy shit, B is like the new Amy from Gone Girl, right?
Right.
Gone Girl.
Okay, that's exactly what I was thinking. I highlighted and said Gone Girl, but for all of you thinking when I said heaven, the wife upstairs is she's in heaven. I thought you guys it was gonna go paranormal. Like I thought the wife upstairs was like creepy. Like that's scary. Like I got freaked out. Yeah, like I wasn't thinking of it all like that's sweet. I was like, that sounds terrifying. The wife upstairs is gonna come kill me for fucking taking her man.
Right? Adorable. Yeah.
No, that sounds scary.
Well, yeah.
Like the dead wife upstairs is gonna come fucking haunt me because I just
dude
took her man in less than 6 months.
Okay, that would actually be fucking terrifying.
That's what I thought it was going. Until I was like, oh wait, she's just like upstairs. She's like not dead. She's just upstairs. And then I was like, oh.
Yeah. I mean, I thought she could have been
Bertha as a ghost.
Oh man. Yeah, how do we feel about Bertha's character? I mean, not Bertha, Blanche.
Oh, I was gonna say, I actually like B.
No, I did like B.
I know everybody doesn't like anybody, but yeah, me too.
I do want to read Rachel's version of the book.
I know everybody doesn't like any of the characters, but I actually like B. I was like, damn, this is a bad bitch up here.
Yeah, Rachel could be right, dead wife upstairs.
Creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Someone write it. Write the book and I'll read it. That's all terrifying.
I can't figure out the panic room door. Why didn't Jane explore the third floor more? I know, it's like she's just upstairs. Like,
it's like they said it was like the door was like hidden.
Did they?
Yeah. It was like like upstairs behind the bathroom, right? Yeah, the secret door.
Eddie built the room.
Mm-hmm. Creepy.
That is pretty creepy. Mom, stalkerish red flags. Hello.
Yeah. No, I highlighted so many times, you guys, when she was like, I'm scared of my husband. Or she was like, I don't trust him. I'm like, why are you marrying him? Girl, get out.
Yeah, see, this is what I thought about, was Ed just going to keep her upstairs forever.
Yeah, and
like what was his plan?
Girlfriend?
Yeah, like what was his plan?
I don't like, what if the freaking cops searched? Why didn't the cops search?
I know why. Okay, yeah, that was another thing we were talking about, was why wouldn't the police like be all up in his shit?
Oh, I don't want to jump into this because I want to talk about the end like right away. But yeah, why is the police? Oh my god, this is like
number one.
Literally why I knocked it down a star, because the ending. Are we just gonna talk about it?
Yeah,
we're just gonna jump right in.
Jump right in.
My biggest pet peeve, as soon as me and my mom finished it, I immediately was like, Mom, what the fuck? Why wasn't this cop like invested in this girl that just fucking set on fire the house of this guy who just had his wife murdered or taken or whatever the fuck happened to her? They haven't figured out what happened to her. And then she just freaking comes out of nowhere, has no backstory, has like a secret name. She's gonna marry this fucking millionaire, and then he just dies in a fire, and they just let her go with all of his money. That is mind blowing. That this cop wasn't like checking in on her. Like, what did you do? Why did you set a fire?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I know, or that she wasn't more sus, because it's like, yeah, she literally
just took this $1 million, $200 million. This isn't just like I inherited his $100,000. I inherited his freaking. It's just so suspicious that these two both died. They're young. They shouldn't have been murdered. Like, what is going on? This is so mysterious. And why aren't they looking into Jane like killing B? Right? I would. I would be like, wait, what's going on?
Well, they didn't even know B was like still alive at that point.
Exactly.
I thought.
I don't even know. I would just be like, this girl is sketch if I was police. Be like, where is she from?
The cop was like, you're rich now, sweetie.
What? Like, no.
I know, and the fact that she was inheriting all that money, it's like, don't you think they would investigate even more?
That's what I mean, because it's like a lot of money.
Yeah.
And like, she's like in Eddie's chapter, they were like, the lawyer was even like, no, this isn't a good idea. And I was like, I don't even like her that much. I'm not gonna give her my whole entire fucking savings. I was like, wait, what? He doesn't even like her.
I know.
And he gave her his entire $200 million. That's so hard to believe.
I know.
That would never fucking happen.
Well, yeah, that was another thing, because, like,
it's so unrealistic.
Well, when we got that one point of view, like, section part with Eddie's point of view, I was like, oh, fuck. Because I was like, this is going to reveal, like, everything, right? Like, you know, we're going to finally hear everything from Eddie's point of view. And, like, in his point of view, he totally made it seem like he didn't really have real feelings for Jane. You know?
Yeah.
Like, he was just like, oh, like, whatever, like, she's there, you know? Like, she likes me. But it's like, but then it's like, in reality, though, he literally went out of his way to, like, buy a dog just to, like, have her around. And then it's like, I don't know, like, do you think he was lying? Like, that he actually did really genuinely, like, care for her? And because, like, why would he put her in the will otherwise?
I mean, he had to have.
I love how Rachel gave the book 4 stars and she's going off.
Okay, the reason why I gave it 4 stars was because it kept me engaged. It was pretty good. There was plot twist. And I liked it literally until the end.
Yeah.
Like I
I
really
actually
enjoyed it.
liked
until
the end when I first read it because I was like, ooh, it's ambiguous.
No,
Are they alive? Are they dead?
I thought it was such a cliche to just set the fire. It made no sense. It was like she didn't know how to end the book. She's like, fuck, let's just fucking have a fire so I can have this really cool ambiguous ending of her looking over her shoulder and they're not really dead. I was like, okay, why did she just like end it like that?
Mhm.
I wanted the whole entire town to find out B was alive.
Yeah.
And that he had her up there.
That would have
Because
been nuts.
watching the whole like southern town be like, ah, B's alive.
This is such a good point,
What happened
too.
to Gwen?
You mean to tell me that B is this calculated and savage and isn't coming back for her money? I don't believe it.
Right.
That's what we were
There's
saying
no
too.
way she loves
like,
Eddie more than her money.
Yeah, I'm like, there's no way she's built this whole fucking career, right? And like, she's not just like they said in this book, she's not just rich, she's fuck you rich. Okay, she's like $200 million in her net worth. Like, I'm just saying, there's no way she would build this whole company, build this whole life for herself, especially since B came from like nothing, you know? Like her past wasn't good either. And so it's like the fact that she came from that and she overcame all that.
And she's a murderer.
Yeah.
She murdered her mom and
Exactly.
she murdered
Blanche.
She can murder Jane. She's gonna take her shit back, right?
Well, that's kind of why I think I liked the end, because it was like, ooh, like B's coming for you, like you know she's coming, but they just never show it, you know?
I guess.
Like, I don't know. Because she did say, like, Jane was like, I'm going to spend the rest of my life, like, looking over my shoulder because she knows, like, they're out there and they're going to, like, come for her.
Did anybody like Blanche? Did anybody like Blanche?
No.
I'm just curious.
B was a psychopath.
Yes, she was.
She was, you know?
She definitely was.
I thought B was going to kill Jane.
She should have.
Yeah,
Get her money back.
B was killing people. Like, there's no way Jane got off that easy.
No.
I'm not a fan of the name Blanche either, or like Bertha. Like there are some names, or Eddie. For Eddie, like I don't know. Yeah, their names didn't really fit their characters. You know, like they were like, I hit the word limit. Okay, done.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was a super rushed ending for sure. But
especially for how like slow the beginning was, I was expecting like this amazing ending of like the entire neighborhood and her entire fan base finding out that she was in the freaking attic of her husband's house. Like
yeah, well Blanche was just like, I don't know, wasn't she kind of like a bitch to B though? Like,
I know, I did not like Blanche.
Like the way she was like, no, you're going to a different college because we can't go to the same
like, you
college.
literally stole like everything from me. I was like, no, you're just jealous.
Yeah,
honestly,
I mean, I know at the end of the day, like Blanche was probably in the right because you know B fucking killed her.
I mean, yeah, obviously, you know, Blanche shouldn't have been murdered, but still, like, no.
Yeah.
Also, too, low key, didn't like Trip, but felt super freaking bad for Trip. Like he just got sucked into everything, and just because he was an alcoholic. What?
Oh, it just sounded like her four star should be a 3, maybe a 2.
Yeah, maybe you guys can help me out with my reading. I don't know how to read books, but I feel like Trip had it the worst. He got like sucked in because he was an alcoholic, and everybody was using that against him. Like, dude, that was sad. He couldn't even like go in Blanche's stuff. Like, he literally hired her to go through Blanche's stuff because he couldn't even do it. Like, that's so sad.
Well, yeah, and the way that it was like, Trip was there, right? The night that Blanche got killed, right? He was like passed out on the couch or something. So then she knew she was just gonna blame it on Trip, and like the fact that Trip just got like arrested. Like, oh my god, Mom said Trip was tripped.
Yeah, I know.
Like literally. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trip was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
He was. It was quite sad.
It was pretty sad. But,
yeah, he really loved her. I mean, obviously he still fucked me, but you know.
I know, what was that about?
That was fucking weird.
Yeah. Like
that was like so casually put in. He's like, I can see her photo of my husband, so I fucked Trip in the bathroom. I was like, wait, what?
Excuse me?
You did what?
Oh yeah. What was that whole thing about Eddie messing with the floorboards at the lake house? Like, what do you think he was looking for?
I know.
That weird time when she just like woke him up, or she woke up, and then Eddie was like being super weird.
Maybe it was like, oh no, that's not that. Never mind.
Well, because I thought maybe he was like getting the key or something for this like panic room,
That's what I thought, but
Right,
but
but-
Jane was already with him. They were already engaged, so the key would have already happened because we'd been up there for like a long time.
Well, I know, but or like, is that where he hid the key? It was like in the floorboard, and then she just came when he was like pulling it out, and he was like, "Well," he acted all weird. Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I thought he was trying to set Jane up with making her only use his credit card. Oh, interesting. The button.
What's the button?
I'm confused. Oh yeah, the button. Button. Wait,
Wait,
what?
what's the button?
Oh, is there a button for the panic room that's like on the floor or something? Oh, the button from his shirt that she ripped off.
Oh my god, did we read the same book?
What
are you
I'm
talking about?
confused. Yeah, what button? I don't know what's going on anymore.
Wait, guys, explain.
I've lost
He was looking.
for the button that was ripped from his shirt that would have placed him at the scene of the crime. Oh. Wait, B ripped open his shirt? What?
I didn't know that.
I'm confused. I can see a couple teeth getting knocked out, but a full set. Did they say though that they found
No,
a
they
full
just
set?
said it was a couple teeth.
Yeah, I think they just found a couple teeth, and that's what made me think. I was like, but she knows that the teeth were already there.
Yeah.
So like that's how you know Eddie's still alive, right? Because they didn't find like a full set. I think they just said they found a couple teeth, and they assumed.
Yeah, because Eddie wouldn't fucking knock
But
out his whole
why would the cops assume that he died if they just found a couple teeth? Like, wouldn't you have the teeth still in a set like that? If it was like, like your teeth wouldn't just like
cops
fly
are
around.
so fucking terrible for not doing their job.
What the heck
It
is this?
pisses me off. Like this investigation was shit. They would have figured it out so fast.
Yeah, like if that was the case, why did it take him so long to hide this button? Because that was like further on in the book.
Yeah, what?
So why would he be doing that then? Yeah, what?
That makes no sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's confusing.
Yeah, I don't know if part two.
Some plot holes.
Yeah, some plot holes.
Yeah, this doesn't make any fucking sense.
One of the questions that I had on my Instagram that I wanted to talk about was, somebody said, "How do you feel about Jane's stealing even after she could afford?" Because like before she had mentioned like she was stealing a lot of stuff back when she was like really poor, but then after she's with Eddie, like he gives her access to like a credit card, and then she has like money now. And so, like, how do you feel about her still stealing even after she can, like, afford,
No.
whatever she wants? Like, I don't know. I feel like it's one of those
Yeah, she
things
just
where it's like,
stole that girl's bracelet.
yeah. It's almost like one of those things where she just does it because she can, or maybe she does it because she enjoys, like, the thrill of, like, the idea of
Or
being
maybe
caught.
she just thinks it's because she's like Eddie's gonna just like give her up one day.
Oh, shit. The burn. Stealing was her only character trait. Ooh! Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's like a habit. It's like one of those things where it's like old habits die hard. Like, she was just so used to like being in that mindset of being
That
poor.
poor mindset.
Yeah, that she was like, we need to,
That's like really sad. Oh my god, should we talk about her freaking old roommate?
Oh my god,
He
yes.
seems like such a skis.
Yes.
He was so creepy. I imagined him with like really greasy long hair.
Didn't you picture like somebody like an actor as that character or like what?
No. But I had this like image in my head. And the way he like would be like, okay, that's like $500, bestie. And I was like, wait, what?
Oh my god.
He was
Wow,
so
this is
fucking
weird.
weird. Oh my gosh. And then when Eddie followed her there the first time, that was disgusting.
I know. Yeah,
She's
John,
like, that? And I remember after reading that part, she was like, in her head, she was like, that's kind of weird that Eddie followed me here. I was like, is it kind of weird?
I know, and he was just such an awful person. Like,
Who, John?
yeah, this guy, he's just like, oh my god, the way he was blackmailing her, it was like making my skin crawl. I was like, dude, I'd be fucking pissed if I was her. Like the way he kept being like, oh well, like he would just like
Be
try to
like, he
blackmail
obviously
her.
got a pass.
I know, like, ugh.
No,
Oh my god, the guy in The Fault in Our Stars that sings at the heart of Jesus in the church. Oh my god. Yeah, he was yeah, that was a red flag, Eddie following her.
Oh,
for
and then
real.
remember when Eddie said to her that he's like, or what did he say to her when they were in the bathroom? when she was in the bathtub and he was like, I know about this guy trying to call me from Arizona, right?
Yeah.
What was that?
He held that over her for so long, this whole, like,
Eddie.
thing. Well, yeah, no, because remember, like, she didn't know for a while that Eddie knew about that.
That's what I'm saying.
And then, like, this guy was blackmailing her for so long over this fucking phone call, right?
Yeah.
From, like, Phoenix, Arizona or something, being like, I know about your past, these people are calling. And it's like he was threatening her for so long, and then, like, Eddie actually knew about it the whole time.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
And then Eddie was just like, oh, I never called whatever because I trusted you.
What? Yeah, fucking right. Dude, you have so much fucking money, and this girl that you don't know her backstory just comes up and is like, yeah, seriously. But seriously though, like this girl that you're dating or potentially marrying has no backstory, hasn't told you anything about her freaking life.
I know.
And then some guy calls you and says they're trying to look for her in Arizona. I'd be like, is she a freaking murderer?
Yeah.
Is she like a criminal? But of course he doesn't care because he's like a criminal too. So
I mean, yeah, he has his own secrets, like his freaking wife
that's what I mean.
locked up there. Oh my gosh, Eddie was so creepy when he literally was like,
Seriously though.
Eddie, I wrote it down in my notes. Eddie, where's it?
Note.
Eddie literally says, like, this is on their first date because she's like, I'm sorry your wife died or whatever. And he's
Oh
like,
my
but
God.
you're not sorry because her not being here means that you can be here with me.
How creepy was that?
What?
That was so
Dude,
creepy.
I was like,
oh! Also, when she just goes, I have one thing over her. She's dead and I'm alive. I was like,
bitch, you thought.
I know,
Thought.
but who thinks like that, you guys? Who thinks
I know,
like
that's
that?
fucked. That's really fucked up.
But I do have one thing over her. Like, do you though? Wow. Cool.
Oh god, we're out here getting everybody to
It's true.
I still love this book, but I'm having so much fun roasting it.
Yeah, it's so fun.
I don't know why, it's just so fun. I know, I still loved it. Like, it was very entertaining, and I feel like that's all I really care about in a thriller.
Yes,
is that it's
their relationship
entertaining.
was so cringe. So freaking cringe. Because
Dude,
when they proposed, I literally wrote in the Gabby's book and I put LOL eye roll. I literally was so annoyed. I was
it
like,
was
I'm
so
not.
cheesy.
I was like, I know Gabby's gonna hate this Insta love. It is so bad. It is so bad.
Do you think it's weird that Trip didn't suspect it's a murder the first thing as they have a really tense relationship before it happened? Like, that Trip wasn't suspected immediately, or that
he didn't
Trip-
suspect the murder. Like,
I
because they
know.
had like that feud.
I know, why wouldn't Trip think it might be Blanche? And who did he think it was?
Eddie?
I think Eddie. Yeah, I don't know about that.
I think he thought it was Eddie because they were like trying to have an affair, right?
Yeah.
Like Eddie and Blanche were like flirting. Right?
Eddie and Blanche were flirting. Yeah, right? Because they were, yeah. Oh my gosh, it's true. What's creepy is Eddie stalking rich women on vacations to get rich. Yeah, because that was his whole end goal with that, right? Well, and another red flag about Eddie was the fact that he was like burning his wedding photos like 3 days after she went missing. Like, bitch, what?
I know, I'd be like, murder.
It wasn't even confirmed that she
Murderer.
was dead yet. And he's like burning her fucking wedding photos. Like, why on earth would he do that?
That is so weird. I know, and here's Trip, can't even fucking go through her stuff, and he's over here burning her freaking photos. That's so sketch.
Yeah. What TV show would you relate this to? Oh.
TV show? I don't know. Movies, I could do so many.
Oh, I see. Yeah, Desperate Housewives. I could see that.
In a way, yeah.
I know. I would think it's more. It kind of reminds me of Gone Girl. Like,
That's
yeah,
what I'm
as far as
saying.
other books go. But like not as good. But like,
Well, yeah.
I don't know. It reminds me. It kind of, yeah, like that one comment said. It does kind of remind me of like Joe Goldberg from You kind of vibes in a way, but he's not nearly as like smart, I think, as Joe Goldberg was. Yeah, Eddie burns all the pictures of his missing wife.
Yeah, that was weird.
Oh, what the heck? You looked it up, and a body has to burn for at least a few hours at 1400 to 1800 Fahrenheit to cremate, and then the bone fragments that are left are ground up to powder to resemble ashes. So is this saying for like them to just find teeth, it would have to be that hot?
Wow.
I don't know how hot normal fires are, so like I don't know.
Yeah, but for a few hours.
I know. Did the fire go for a few hours?
I do not think so. There's no way, because that neighborhood, if they saw Eddie's house on fire, they would have lost their shit. That neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
it would have not gone that long.
Yeah, why didn't he kill Bee? Instead, he just locked her upstairs. I know. Did we buy into the whole idea that Eddie actually only kept her up there because he like loved her too much for her to like go to prison for killing Blanche? Like, because that's like the explanation he gave, right? Like, he couldn't bring himself to kill her because he loved her.
Yeah, but he loves her money more.
Yeah, true. That's a direct quote.
Yeah, I can't believe you said that.
Yeah. The body takes at least 4 hours to burn fully. And I don't think that. Wow. So 4 hours? Did they mention like how long this fire actually went on? Because like I didn't pay
I don't
attention to
think
that.
so.
That's intense. That's interesting. I haven't read either one,
I was gonna say.
so I can't compare. But I do want to read both eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would think they're still alive. If I had to guess, I would say they're still
Yeah,
alive.
probably.
So there's just no. Yeah, there's no way.
They're fucking crazy. They're
Now,
still alive.
what do you think about Jane's plot twist life, about what happened in Phoenix, where she left her foster dad to death?
Mm-hmm.
That was nuts. I didn't really see that coming either. And the fact that like Jane's name was like her sister's name, actually,
Yeah.
that was intense.
That was really sad that they didn't care about her sister.
I know. Yeah, that was really sad.
I totally, obviously, I don't condone murder, but I agree with her. I mean, like, ugh.
Well, yeah, what happened to her was just awful and tragic, and like
Her stepdad's a douche.
the plot twist was dumb to me. I would wonder, like, what do you think is like the biggest plot twist in this book? Like, what is?
To me, it was that Bee killed Blanche.
Yeah.
Because
true.
I was like, huh?
Well, yeah, because the whole time, like, you think the first
It's
plot
Eddie.
twist, right, is that, yeah, that it's Eddie when you read B's chapter for the first time. It's like, oh my god, Eddie is the killer.
Whole book is setting it up to be Eddie because the way the whole town's like, it's always the husband, it's always the husband. And then the way she's like, I'm starting to get scared of him. And he's starting to get aggressive and all this, like, whatever. And then he's like picking up apparently the button and she's like, that's sketchy. And he's starting to show all these signs. It's literally the whole show is saying that he's the whole book is implying that he's like the murderer. I mean, honestly, the first one to me was that Bee was still alive and she was upstairs. But the big one was that Blanche killed Bee. And Bee also like killed her mom. She like knocked her down the stairs.
I know,
because she was drunk and she hated her mom. So that was interesting.
Yeah, well, that's interesting. Like, so did you see the plot twist coming that Bee actually killed Blanche? Or like, when did you start to put it together?
I didn't.
I don't think, yeah, see, some people, I saw the Bee thing from a mile away. She wouldn't have wanted to be around Eddie so much if she was at fault. There was a victim complex to her that we know. There's something wrong with her.
Well, like I said, I don't read a lot of thrillers, so I didn't expect it.
I don't.
I didn't see it coming.
Even though I do, I just was still surprised. I don't know why. I thought Eddie was so sus the whole time, so I was just like, it's Eddie.
Oh yeah.
Like the whole time. But I feel like
he
that
was
is too.
hiding something.
I mean, he was, yeah.
He was hiding his wife upstairs.
Yeah, once it was revealed that Bee was alive and locked upstairs, I immediately figured out she killed Blanche and Eddie was protecting her. I know. I eventually put it together that Eddie was trying to protect her. I think it wasn't until like I read like Eddie's point of view or something, and then I realized like, oh, he's probably trying to protect her. I don't remember. I did figure it out like right before the twist actually happened, but I still figured it out way too late.
I see.
I know no one was a victim in this book. Yeah, they're all kind of shitty.
Seriously.
Ooh, what was the closest you came to crying in the book? Did you
No.
come close to crying?
Not at all.
I don't think. Yeah, I was not emotionally attached, as I said. I didn't really care about any of these characters.
I didn't go at all.
I know. What about the ending when she thinks she sees them in the car? That's what I mean. I kind of like how it ends with this like creepiness of like she doesn't know, and she'll never know like where they are, and they've probably like changed their appearance and like they're gonna come after her one day, and like that's scary. Like so, I do like the way it ended in the sense that I like those like ambiguous style endings where you just don't know, you know, because like that's scary. Like being in her shoes, you would literally feel like you're being watched for the rest of your life, and that's pretty scary. Yeah, it seems like there's no tears. I agree. The title itself is a spoiler. That's why immediately when I started reading it, I was like, as soon as they said Eddie's wife went missing, I was like, oh, she's the wife upstairs. Like my mind immediately did that.
Yeah.
Because I was like, duh. Like,
I know. I'm just stupid.
well, I just like it's just so obvious. But that's why I think I was surprised eventually by the twist that B was the one that actually killed her, because then I was like, okay, finally a cool twist, you know? It was like I had immediately guessed that B was upstairs or something. But yeah, I was thinking maybe it could be paranormal. I was thinking, oh, maybe he like killed her and she's like still there.
That's right.
You know? Yeah, like she is the wife
That's
upstairs.
nice.
Like she's haunting it. You know? Yeah. So I thought maybe it could be that. But
Did
I thought
you though?
because it's a thriller though, my mind just didn't go there. Like if this was a horror book, I would have been like, oh fuck, you know?
Also, dude, what is this cover? I'm sorry, but this cover, what is that?
It's like
Is that the
wallpaper.
staircase?
Yeah. I don't know.
But why is this such pretty wallpaper?
I don't know, man.
I mean, you couldn't think of anything else for this cover? It could have been a really cool cover. You know?
Yeah, see, I thought they maybe be like dead upstairs, like her remains.
Yes! Me too.
Yeah, that's so true. Like Eddie's dog is barely mentioned. Like, wouldn't the dog be like freaking out if there was somebody like upstairs? Yeah, like. And yeah, I think somebody said it earlier, but I didn't put it on the screen. But somebody was like saying like, does B like have a bathroom up there? Like, wouldn't you hear someone like, you know, up there? Yeah, like, well, I don't know about a shower if he would have allowed her to, but like just like a bathroom, like flushing a toilet, like anything you can hear stuff in the house, you know. I don't know, is this book considered Southern Gothic? I don't really know, honestly. The definition.
What is Gothic?
I know the definition of Gothic is like a struggle for me. I don't really know how to describe what it is. Yes, see, Olivia, yes, this should have been a horror. It would have been way more intense. Because if it was a horror, they could have gone into that spooky ass paranormal.
For me, I just wanted the scene. Because you know how like it went to like Eddie's chapter? All I wanted was this scene of the night that she killed Blanche. I want to know exactly what happened, word for word, what they said to each other, and exactly what B did.
Like her and Eddie?
Yeah, like how he like just put her up there, and then how she killed Blanche. Like, you know what I'm saying? That night, I would have wanted a chapter of like how that night played out. Because I just thought, like, we love that.
Yeah.
That would have been interesting to me.
Yeah, see, it said she had a bathroom and a shower.
That's what I'm saying. Can't you hear the pipes? I mean, I know it's a nice house, but still, like,
I know it's still, even if it is soundproof, like, yeah, the safe room would be soundproof. But even if it was, like, a shower and the toilet.
She could hear her sometimes, like, up there. And she was like, and he's like, it's just like the house. Remember? And she called him. That was weird.
Yeah, I think they could have done a lot more different kind of vibe if it was paranormal.
That would have been so creepy.
What if she locked the toilet? Oh my god, what if? I know, where are the bodies at, yo? Are they in the walls? I know, like, well, Blanche's body's, like, in the fucking lake or whatever, right? So,
yeah, they found her.
Yeah, Jane heard thumping, yeah. So if she could hear her thumping,
then what was she doing? Crumping or something?
Well, no, but if she could hear thumping, couldn't she hear the fucking shower running or, like, a fucking toilet like flushing when she was like with Eddie.
And she didn't like ever ask Eddie like, where the fuck did you go? When he's like going up there and fucking beat.
I know. He was like, what if the
Like
thumping she heard was like,
yeah, she doesn't
them
have a
fucking-
job. She doesn't have a job. When did he go up there?
I know. I
No,
don't
seriously,
know.
when did he go up there?
Like, when was Jane not there?
Did she have a window? I don't know why I'm asking that. Huh. Big socks, head empty. Thinking too much about it.
Oh, okay. When she was sleeping. That's even worse.
That's horrible.
That's so sad.
Dude, what?
So the thumping she heard was literally them. Like,
No, that was during the day.
Oh.
Wouldn't the dog like follow him though? You know, like
That's what I mean. Like, yeah.
like outside the door because he knows.
Like scratching the door.
The dog knows. Dog's like, you're a cheater and you're disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Dog's like, I love my mom Jane and you're. I don't even know who the fuck that is in there.
Mm-hmm.
But
I know,
that,
and then getting back into bed with Jane after. Disgusting.
Disgusting.
So disgusting. Yeah, I wonder too, what are your thoughts on like the end with, Jane kind of like discovering that Bee's alive? And her kind of like reaction to it, like, I don't know.
Wasn't it weird that as soon as B came out, she literally just got alcohol?
She's like, I've been waiting for this.
I mean, in a way, I kind of thought it was funny because I was like, damn, girl had it so hard to use alcohol.
I mean, yeah.
But then if she was smart, she could have just been like, oh my god, call the police, I've been stuck up here.
Right? That's what I mean. So it's like, she obviously didn't want Eddie to be like punished.
Yeah, that's what I mean. She like loved Eddie.
But then it's also like, maybe she didn't want them to find out he was up there because she killed Blanche. Like it would just get them both in trouble.
But they would have never known she killed Blanche if she just blamed Eddie.
She could have blamed everything on Eddie.
That's what I mean.
Because like she could have said they were having an affair, which they were.
Yeah, and she'd be like, he's trying to take everything away from me. I'm just a poor wife.
I know. I thought Jane for like.
And apparently these police are stupid, so they would believe her and not do any other thorough investigating.
Yeah, like Jane was pretty like. That's why I was.
She's like, why would I kill my best friend? I love her.
Yeah, like for how smart of a character I thought Jane was originally, like I was surprised that she didn't start to catch on to the fact that B was still alive. Or like, yeah, that like.
How would she know?
Well, I don't know, just like
okay. I know I shouldn't be talking about like feminism because she literally killed Blanche, but I kind of like how she like was like, come on, Jane. I know you'll find me. I'm gonna put this in here in his coat, and you'll find me. Like I know you're smart because you're like me. Like whatever. I kind of liked that. I was like, oh yeah, girl. Get him, you know what I mean?
Well, and I thought the comments were pretty funny when they were just like, of course, typical male privilege about like whatever would happen with like Trip or like when Trip got arrested and they were just like spoken like a rich white guy. Like I liked those comments. Like I thought they were really funny. And I thought they were like, true.
I know, and she called Trip like a Republican. That was funny.
Oh my gosh. And okay, I haven't read Jane Eyre, but I know like the iconic line from Jane Eyre is Reader, I married him. I'm pretty sure that's what the super famous saying is from Jane Eyre. So I died when it was like Reader, I fucked him, and it was talking about like V. Oh my god, I like fucking lost it. I thought it was so funny. I haven't even read Jane Eyre, so I don't even know, but I just thought it was freaking hilarious. That's funny, but I kind of liked that take on it. But yeah, let's see, what else? Eddie was sus. Ooh, alternate ending B&D put Jane upstairs. That would have been cool. I think that would have been really cool. Like at the very end, Eddie comes in and then B's like, yeah, we were setting you up. And then they like put her upstairs. What if they like blamed Jane for the murder of Blanche?
But then the police would be like, "Where's your fucking ring?"
I mean, yeah, I don't know how it would actually happen, but I mean, that would be cool, right?
Ooh, how about we put Eddie upstairs?
Yes,
Yes.
I know. Well, that's what I mean. She could have done that, right? Like, she could have been like telling Jane, like, "Oh my God, Jane, I've been locked up there this whole time, and he murdered my best friend."
I mean,
like, we have to put him
Jane
up there.
immediately hit him in the face
Yeah,
when she saw B. Remember?
yeah.
She got some good instincts, I guess.
Oh, that's interesting. When Eddie proposed, I thought Jane would be the wife upstairs. Hmm. That is interesting.
Also, just remembered, dude, do they have the same engagement ring? The emerald ring?
Oh yeah,
Dude, that's fucking
I think so.
weird.
Yeah, like he
And
took.
nobody called it out.
Yeah,
Nobody was like, why do you have the same fucking ring as B?
yeah, because and like, how did he get the ring? Because like B was still alive. Like he just took it off her finger.
I guess.
Like, because they were saying, yeah, like there was that very detailed chapter talking about how B had this like beautiful emerald ring or whatever, and then like yeah, later on Jane when they got engaged, she was showing off to everyone in the town this beautiful emerald ring that was like the same fucking ring. I guess. Yeah, like why wouldn't the town notice like that it's the same ring? And after his wife mysteriously disappeared, I'd be like paying attention to him, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, when did he take the ring?
I don't know.
Like when she was fucking sleeping? Like what? I know that's so disgusting. But it's like the same ring. Like ugh, garbage. I know if she had supposedly died, how would he have gotten the ring? That's what I mean. Unless she had like taken it off before she died.
I don't think it's supposed to be the same ring.
I know, but I feel like it is.
Well, yeah, it is. That's why they mentioned the color, but I still don't think.
But yeah, how would he explain that?
And how would the town not know? Because if this town is so freaking petty and materialistic, and all they care about is like being rich and like having expensive things, why wouldn't they be like, bitch, why do you have the same fucking ring as B? Like I know that ring. You know?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
I thought Jane's was an emerald and B's was an emerald cut.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't know the difference, to be honest.
I don't know anything about rings. I read emerald and was like, they're both green.
Yeah. That's true. Some people wear only their wedding ring, so their engagement ring might have been somewhere else.
Oh, really?
Sequel idea: B keeps Eddie trapped, the husband upstairs.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't know.
All right. Well, any final thoughts?
No. What was the thing that you loved the most about the book? That you loved the most?
That I loved.
Yeah.
Are you asking me?
Everybody.
What is the thing you loved the most? Even if you gave this book like 1 star.
Chanel.
I think the thing I loved the most was the pacing. Like I feel like once it really got going, it was like going. Like there were so many part changes towards the end. It was like B, Jane, Eddie. You know, it was like constantly moving, and I was just so curious. So like I feel like this book was entertaining as fuck. Like I feel like that's what it was. That's what I was here for. It was really interesting, entertaining. I didn't care about the characters, but I was very hooked while I read this. And that's
I would say the same.
Chanel loved the Southern drama. It was pretty great. I mean, it had the exact vibes of that, like, you know. Yes, loved how entertaining it was. Pacing was great. Flying through the chapters, like, totally agree.
I think that the part I think that annoyed me the most was how much I think this author isn't educated in police work. Because I feel like, dude, this would be a way different thriller if it was following the, like, detectives, dude. Like, can you imagine? They'd be like, dude, these psycho people.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. If it followed detectives, that would be so boring.
I'm sorry, but wouldn't this be a huge fucking case if this girl be witnessing? She's like this $200 millionaire, and she's just missing. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Her husband would be like in prison until they figure it out.
I know. That's what I mean. Like, especially because she's rich, like they wouldn't let that just like freaking fly.
Yeah.
And she had a huge like inheritance.
That just
money.
bothers me so much. Is the police thing? It's just there's no way that he would just be able to get away with all this. It's just so unrealistic. Maybe I should give it like a 3.5. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree though. Those are definitely things I enjoyed and then didn't enjoy. So somebody asked, I'm trying to find where it was. Oh, yeah, somebody asked, what's the book for February? So I feel like this is a good segue. Because I wanted to talk about how the book for February is going to be The Wrong Family by Taryn Fisher. And this is one that I'm excited but also nervous to read because, Taryn Fisher wrote The Wives previously, and The Wives was not that great. It was pretty terrible. So I'm like,
you love Taryn Fisher.
I do. No, because Taryn Fisher has previously written some romances. You read Atheist and Kneel and Pray.
Love that book.
Yeah. So she's written some great romances, and this is her, I think this is only her second attempt at a thriller. But, so we're going to be reading The Wrong Family.
The Wrong Family's problematic.
Oh, geez.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. So we're going to be reading The Wrong Family, and I'm very excited to announce that next month I'm going to be having Chanel from Chanel Time be the co-host with me next month. It's going to be super exciting, and I'm so happy that she said yes, because I just asked her literally a few days ago. I was like, I'm sorry, it's so last minute, but would you please want to be the co-host with me to talk about The Wrong Family in February? I was like, I know you didn't like The Wives, and I was like, and I totally understand if you don't want to read this book. But she was so kind.
Dude, it's kind of fun to roast, though.
I know, that's what I mean. It is kind of fun because, even if the book ends up being, being terrible.
What if you started a book club of reading the year's worst?
Reading
and it's like
the
roast but book edition.
The book roast.
The book roast.
That'll be a different
that would be cool.
A different thing. Yeah, but yeah. So Chanel's here. Oh my gosh. Yes, very excited to have Chanel co-hosting with me next month and reading this book. Yeah, my mom should co-host sometime, probably in the future. I'll have her co-host for sure. And so that is happening next month, and so Every Last Fear is going to be for March. But I kind of want to ask you guys about this book because I've been seeing around actually I haven't even been seeing it. Some of my friends have been messaging me on Instagram saying that this book is super problematic, and that I guess the author, it turns out I guess that this author is the same author as The Woman in the Window, who is AJ Finn, who is this garbage human, and he is he's literally garbage, and he told people that he had cancer when he didn't, and he was peeing in people's cups in his office and shit. He was just a first grade asshole, And so I'm just curious what your thoughts are on me keeping this as the March book, because now I don't know, if I should keep this, because the only reason why I'm hesitant to change it last minute like this is because I know a lot of people have already been telling me that they've pre-ordered some of the books that I've selected for the book club, so that's the only reason why I'm hesitant to just immediately pull it and change it. But it's also kind of I feel by choosing this book as a book club selection, it's me supporting that author. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel in a way that's me trying to encourage you all to buy the book so that you can read it with me. And in that way, that's me encouraging you to support the author, even though I don't think yeah. So I just want to know what are your thoughts on there? Do you think I should keep it, and then maybe we could have a discussion about the problematic things in this book, or do you think it's better for me to just change the book because there's problematic elements and I should just pick something else to support something else? I just want to know what your general thoughts are, because I'm conflicted.
I think you should switch.
I'm conflicted. Yeah, okay, we're getting a lot of. We could switch it out for a backlist thriller. I was thinking, what is up with AJ Finn? So he basically, I guess Alex Finlay is AJ Finn, which I didn't realize that he had changed the name. I guess I don't know if that's for sure or not though. Is it for sure? I don't know. I've just been hearing things that it is. So if you don't know though, AJ Finn is like just the most garbage human. He's like telling people he has cancer and he doesn't, and he's like, yeah, like the author is just like shitty scumbag human. So that's why I'm asking. Yes, I was actually thinking The Minders by John Mars is what I would switch to for March if I decide to switch. Because yeah, because John Mars, I didn't realize he had this book called The Minders that came out in like the UK at the end of last year, and then The Minders is releasing in the US in February. It's like coming out mid-February. So I was like, oh, maybe I could just change it to The Minders. So yeah, and yeah, Ashamel said pre-orders can be canceled and refunded. So I don't know. I feel like I should change it.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe I will take a poll on Instagram to see how people are feeling about it. But I know I feel like I should take away the support of it being the book club pick because I feel like that would just be shitty. So it sounds like we should change it. I know, I think it is kind of funny how he's literally like changing his name again because he knows now AJ Finn. Like, I think that might have been a pen name to begin with. I think AJ Finn was already a pen name, and now he's changed it again because he knows that he's like an asshole. So yeah, it sounds like people are down for John Mars. So yeah, so maybe I'm just gonna have The Minders instead for March now. I think I'm gonna change it. So yeah, so as of now, it's probably going to be The Minders by John Mars. So I'll probably try to make an official announcement for that.
So Terrence Fisher in February.
Yeah, so we are still going to be doing The Wrong Family in February.
And then The Minders in March. And it's family starts with an F, so that is February. Minders starts with an M, so that's March.
Oh. And don't these have very similar titles? I was getting very mixed up.
No, I don't.
They both have W's in them, and
that's it.
It's just confusing for me.
What is The Minders about?
The Minders is like there's 4 people, and I think they don't read people's minds. I don't know. I don't know what it's about.
The Minders.
I forgot.
The Reminders.
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. I need to look up what it's actually about again. Oh my gosh.
Just remember. Just
Easy
to remind you
remember.
guys.
This book looks like it has characters with weird names too because their names are Winnie and Juno
no.
and Nigel.
What?
Yeah, what is the wrong family
Juno,
about?
Winnie, and Nigel.
What's the wrong family about? You want to?
Should I give this a whirl?
Give it a whirl.
Juno was wrong about Winnie Crouch. What the hell is that name?
Winnie Crouch.
Winnie Crouch. Before moving in with the Crouch family, Juno thought Winnie and her husband Nigel had the perfect marriage, the perfect son, the perfect life. It always starts out that way, doesn't it? Only now that she's living in their beautiful house, she sees the cracks in the crumbling facade are too deep to ignore. Still, she isn't one to judge. After her grim diagnosis, oh no, of what? The retired therapist simply wants a place to live out the rest of her days in peace. Is she old?
Yeah, wait, what?
No, I think it's after her diagnosis, but the rest of her days, is she gonna die?
Well, maybe, yeah.
But that peace is shattered the day Juno overhears a chilling conversation between Winnie and Nigel. She shouldn't get involved. She really shouldn't. But this could be her chance to make a few things right. Because if you thought Juno doesn't have a secret of her own, then you were wrong about her too. Okay. First of all, how fucking dare you? Know, but seriously, wait, what? Okay, so she's gonna die. She has a diagnosis. I'm guessing it's cancer. I'm just gonna guess. Are you gonna guess?
I don't know.
So after her grim diagnosis, the retired therapist simply wants a place to live out her rest of her days in peace. That is sad.
That is sad.
But she doesn't want to get involved. But
so.
She doesn't. What is this saying? This could be her chance to make a few things right. So Winnie and Nigel are up to some bad shit, and Juno is going to try to save the day, but apparently Juno is also bad because she's got some secrets. So we are going to get into this.
Oh, do you think you're going to read it?
Yes.
Oh, she's going to read it.
Now I need to know what's up with Winnie and Nigel. And Juno. I need to know what her diagnosis is.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Ready for the next book roast. I know, God, I hope it's not terrible.
Yeah,
let's hope
for a 5-star book.
I hope. I hope.
This book is big because it's full of secrets.
Oh no, they've only seen bad reviews.
Oh no.
Oh jeez, I've seen
Please
like
tell me-
so reviews. One of the twists in the wrong family
Oh,
is so
it
bad.
goes
I'm not
back
even
and forth
sure.
between Winnie and Juno. That's what I can tell you so far. Flipping through. Winnie, Juno. I like when books do that.
Rachel is officially part of the club. I know Chanel. Oh my god, we're gonna fucking hate it.
Yeah.
Ah!
The names are a bad setup, not gonna lie.
Yes.
Not gonna lie.
Okay.
Winnie and Nigel, I'm sorry, but that just sounds like they did some bad shit.
Mm-hmm.
They're like the new B and Eddie. Winnie and Nigel. Gonna fuck it up.
Rachel should blur books for a living.
Nobody would care about my opinion.
Yeah.
They'd be like, who? This girl that's read 5 books in her life. Nobody cares about you. Oh.
Yeah, you should still post about AJ Finn and his other alternate names, even if not in a poll. I feel like a lot of people don't know. Yeah, like I had no idea. My friend Elle and my friend Matt both messaged me and they were like, hey,
Nigel Thornberry, sorry.
just they were like, hey, just so you know, Alex Finlay is a piece of garbage. And then I was like, what the heck? And then I was trying to look for more information on it and I couldn't find anything on it. So I am very confused.
Dude, a lot of people are saying they read it and it's not good.
I
This
know.
is not good, guys.
This is not good.
This is not good.
This is gonna be another
But
rose.
we are going to read this one.
We're going to hope for the worst.
You know what?
Except-
February, you guys, you gotta remember it's a short month and we're gonna get through it.
Yeah.
Reading this.
Yeah.
So, who cares? It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Just one bad book. But we don't know that. This could be a surprise.
Yeah.
It could thoroughly be good.
Mm-hmm.
It's only. How is this? It's only. Like 300 something pages. Probably around 325.
Mm.
Okay? It's only 325 pages. That's only like 40 pages longer than The Wife Upstairs. So if you did that, you can do this.
No
in
problems.
One day. Bust
No
it out.
problems.
Bust it out.
We can do this, troopers. Yeah, you're literally all troopers for putting up with this shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so March will probably be the minders. I think I
We'll
might
keep
do...
marching on.
Oh wow, you're full of them.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe I'll just do an Instagram poll to make sure everyone's on like the same boat or same. Everyone's thinking the same. The book list. I haven't like made any official like graphics or lists or anything, which I should, but I did make an Instagram and it's called @_ the or no, it's not underscore @the book troop. Just that @the book troop. And so I'm posting over there pretty frequently about like updates on the book club and things like that. I think I'm gonna make a highlight on that Instagram and show all the like upcoming books, you know. Roasting s'mores books.
This next live show, we're gonna take it outside and we're just
We're gonna be roasting s'mores and roasting the book.
That would be so
That
fun.
is so funny. Oh. Yeah, well that will be fun. That shall happen.
Shucks, love me some Riley Sager. Me too.
Well, Riley Sager is definitely happening, but his doesn't come out until July, so we can't do it until July. Sadly.
Darn.
Yeah. Depressing, I know. But it'll happen. We'll get there. So yeah, I think that is all for this live show. Thank you guys so much for joining in. I'm not too sure if this exact time for a live show works for everyone. I know I got a lot of messages from people wanting more UK friendly times, and I'm totally sorry about that. I posted on my Instagram like pick one of these 3 times, and this one got the most votes, so that's why we ended up going with this one. But in the future, I'm probably going to be changing up live show times just to see what works best for everyone, you know, maybe doing it on different days of the week. I don't know. But but yeah, so that is all for this. I think this was a very successful first book troop live show. Woo!
Yeah, well, so the reason why we wanted to do it at night is because it's like a thriller book club.
Yeah, it's like thriller
We're like spooky.
nighttime.
you know?
Yeah,
But, I didn't even think that some of you live across the globe.
yeah. So it's not nighttime for everyone.
That spoils it.
Yeah. So
So sorry.
yeah. So maybe I'll try to do it in the afternoon next time or in the morning ish. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't get spooky vibes.
Yeah, I'm like barely awake in the morning, so I don't think it would be as fun.
I wouldn't have the same energy, you guys.
Yeah, no. So yeah, that is all for this. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We can definitely go and hang out more on the BookTube Instagram if you have any, ideas or anything for the book club. Of course, I'm always open ears. Or if you want to like send me a DM about what your thoughts are on keeping Every Last Fear as the pick for March, or if you want to change it to the Minders, like let me know your thoughts because I am curious to know what you're
I'm gonna
thinking.
say, girl, change it.
girl, change it. So yeah, I'll probably do an Instagram poll maybe shortly after this or tomorrow, asking what y'all prefer. So I will do that. And thank you guys so much for joining us live. It's been so much fun hanging out with everyone for a bit. And yeah, I will see you guys next month in a live.